At the confluence of the three rivers is Acrisure Stadium. Today, a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. It's the Florida State Seminoles and the Pittsburgh Panthers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
The Pitt Panthers have a unique setup, sharing a field with the Pittsburgh Steelers, but I can tell you, the convergence of three rivers, it's one of the most scenic, beautiful stadiums in college football. Acrisure hosts 68,000 strong. The Pitt Panthers looking to have a great season and make that home field a true advantage again this year. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Pitt lined up for the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Seminoles offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. And here's Quintravion Wisner, one of the top running backs in the game, and we expect them to feed him a lot.
Well, it's a program time and time again, whether it's Heisman trophies, All-Americans, first-round draft picks, it always seem to have really good running backs. And how nice is it, David, as an offense, year in, year out? You know, there's somebody you can turn around, hand the football off to, and you can get explosive plays. I think it's no different with this offense this year based on who they've got in the backfield.
Well, it's just kind of crazy thinking about the list of guys and how they've developed them so well over the years. And it just adds on each other. When you start walking through their facility, it's like, holy cow, he played here, and him, and him, and him. And so just having that guy at that spot, it settles everything down in an offense. And it also makes you have some swag, too, because we got a dude at the running back spot that will make plays.
What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and snags it, and he's open.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
And the Noles have a lot of options on second and inches. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, they'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll line up for a second down play. The play fake. Caught behind the line. It's Boggs. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
And, man, this is exactly what you want as a play caller. You want to get your quarterback settled, give him some bunnies early to make some plays so he's feeling bulletproof. 4 for 4 to start the game. Yes, please. Offensive coordinator Jesse, I'm giving him an A+ so far for checking those boxes.
Well, he's done a good job getting his quarterback prepped for this one, too, because watching this guy throw the ball, he's making quick decisions, and he's throwing the ball with a lot of conviction. You can tell this guy watched a lot of film. He has the answers to the test early in this game.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It'll be a draw. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
And the Seminoles have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He'll pull it on the read. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to get the corner. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State!
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown run.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2.
Number 64, set to kick this one away.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Pittsburgh's offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. Mason Heinzel, he's been able to put together a solid resume. We're anxious to see what he can do in this one. Hits inside, it's Turner. Got enough for the first down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. The fake wants to throw. Look out! And down he goes. A defense bringing the heat.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Unloads to the wideout. Fires the pass, intercepted.
And man, you talk about the announcer jinx, Reese Davis in the flesh. He just gave it to you, right? Just highlighted this QB and how good he is, and he always makes plays for this offense, and he makes an early mistake. And what does that do, man? Got to give some life to this defense, give them some hope. So you hope he doesn't make those kind of mistakes the rest of this football game.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Caught on the RPO. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Turning it on! Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, I'll tell you, when you start a game as well as this guy did on the opening drive, you're going to earn more touches later. And finally, they hand it off to him here on the second drive. But he's really shot out of a cannon in this game. Really like the way he's running right now. He's running hard. He's running with authority. They need to keep giving him the football.
And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Right side, it's Knight. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
The Panthers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than cornerback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide, but to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job by the corner.
Short pass. He's stopped, and he's got enough to move the chain.
That's a tough pill to swallow if you're on defense. Third down, you're blitzing. You're expecting to be able to affect the quarterback, but give this offensive line, these guys, credit because they were able to pick everything up and give their quarterback an opportunity to throw clean from the pocket to pick up that first down.
The run inside. It's Turner. He's past the sticks. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Hicks.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2. Looking for running room. He breaks a tackle. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Long way to go on second down. Turns out it's Kent. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
And the Panthers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll move the wide receiver. Drops back on first down. It's dropped after taking the hit. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. They'll send the back in motion. He wants to throw it again. Rushes on. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Out wide left, it's Knight. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Following the play, there is a Pitt Panther slow to get up. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. They're not into threes. They want sixes. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on fourth down. And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense with the stop. Sells to run, looking to pass. Throws for the tight end. Got it in the middle, it's Riles. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Oh, that is a rope for the completion in this offense. I'll tell you, you think about great Seminole quarterbacks, the 3 W's. Wenke, Winston, Ward. Dudes that could change the game. Heisman Trophy winners. Every defensive coordinator was scared every time they had to play the Seminoles because of that vaunted passing attack. And this guy, I think he has D coordinators seeing ghosts because this guy can play at a high level.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Working the ground game.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Second and long here. Out wide right, it's Robinson. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
On a ground to cover here on third and long. To the air, it's Daniels. Here comes the heat. Got his man. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the first down.
Up and hold on just a minute. They have decided to take the points here. Thought they might go for it on fourth and short. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
Number 64, set to kick off.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Turner. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
On the stop.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
3rd and long right here. Sells to fake. Right side, it's Yates. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
I love the 3rd down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do this and be great on 3rd down, you got to do one thing really well. You've got to come up and make that tackle, and that's exactly what he did.
On the return. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Left side is Robinson. Oh, he's got some space. They get him out of bounds, but a chunk play to wrap up the first quarter, and this offense will carry momentum into the second. Both teams wanted to run the football. Let's take a look at the numbers for these two guys so far. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So first down here as they go back to work. Hits the hole. It's Chroma. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone.
And I know this defense wasn't set up in a good position. Obviously, they were not set up with the best field position, but they've got to answer the call, man. That's back-to-back really good plays for this offense, and now we got to flush that. We got to put it behind us, make a stand right here, and try to limit the damage and make them kick a field goal.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The pull and throw off the RPO. They kept him out of the end zone, but not before he gets it to the 1-yard line, and it'll be first and goal.
And he finds this guy again on the outside. I tell you what, man, that's the matchup down here in this part of the field. You find your guy that you trust and you get him the football. He does the rest. I tell you what, I thought he was going to score for a second and get in, but now set up with this offense, first and goal in a great situation.
Touchdown Seminoles! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
Number 64, Celtic kicking away.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Pitt Panthers offense out there to go on the attack. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Off play action on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Second down to the air. He's going to take off. Got 7 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 3.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Oh, pressure's coming. Reels it in. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
Pitt will line up to punt it away. Catches it at the 15. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. First down, he'll keep it. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short game by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
Selling the fake. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And another connection and another big play for this offense. And they keep the gas to the floor. Like they're still throwing the football, still making big plays. And this defense, they still have found 0 answers in how to get back in this football game.
Handoff from the gun. All over him immediately.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Sets his feet. It's Daniels. Fires to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Robinson. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
And the Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. Sells the run, wants to pass. Got his man out of the backfield. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quick give. It's Croma. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And this offense, right, they are in a groove. They are in a rhythm, just finding themselves play after play. Everything they're dialing up right now is working. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm not changing a thing. I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing because this defense has had zero answers.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. They put the brakes on it.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
Looks as if there is a Seminole still down on the field. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And he's made one already, and this one ought to be cake from 21 yards out. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Number 64, set to kick it off.
Out of the end zone. And the returner is stopped. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
On the ground, it's Turner. And he could not get loose on the run.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
3rd and 6 yards to go. They'll send the tight end in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
Gonna field this one in tight quarters. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Dropping back, it's Daniels. That's caught, it's Robinson. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State! Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone.
Number 64, set to kick this one away.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Got the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Hicks. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, offense. Let's put this together. Let's keep this game competitive.
Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
You want to stop the run game? Get the big defensive tackles in the middle, getting penetration. Those big boys eating up blocks, taking away gaps and holes for those running backs to run through.
Using his power and his sweet feet to get into the backfield quickly.
And you know you're athletic when you're described with power and sweet feet. I mean, just put those two things together and you're just pretty amazing.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. Hand it to the back. Got room at the 35. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll ride the hot hand. There he goes. And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19. Into the red zone. It'll be first down.
Hey, coaches talk about it all the time, man. We want to run the football, get in manageable third down situations. Well, you don't have to worry about that. If you can just hand it to this guy and he gets you a first down and he gets you another first down, the ground game is really working. This offense has got it flowing.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got a little grass. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play.
Back's going for the goal line. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Knowles! If these guys wanted to make a statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he got into the house for the 6 to finish it. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Pittsburgh sends out the offense to start this drive. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They'll need a bunch on second down. He wants to throw it. Under pressure. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I think the biggest reason why this team is trailing the way they are is they haven't been able to stay on the field. They've had no success on 3rd down up to this point. Way too many punts, but that time they finally get it done. That's about as good a timing that I think we've seen from the quarterback and his intended target so far in the passing game. And it came at a point where they needed it the most.
He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit. Let's keep going.
Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Running inside. It's right. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
They'll go to the air. That falls incomplete. They had the screen all set up, and he couldn't hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Pitt will have to boot this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. All the way back to the 15. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
I love teams that make it a priority to run the football, and they have today. Another good run by this running back. He's been doing it all night, over 100 yards on the day. Really, really good night for this young man.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Rides to the back. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Moving the pocket, it's Daniels. Left side, it's Boggs. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
The Seminoles with the 1st and 10. Sells the run, looking to pass. Complete to the left. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the second quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hookup there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to add already to their blowout lead.
Got it. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Got it behind the line. It's Riles. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Pressure's there and he gets rid of it. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Throws to the wideout. This time he's got his man. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Florida State.
And that's his 2nd touchdown pass of the day, and he has been as good as advertised. Reese talked about it coming into the game. Like, right? He highlighted...